Anthony Hartwig here with episode 6 of Coach's Corner with Nick Blanch and the Pullman Lady Bulldogs. Nick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Anthony. Always a pleasure to be here.
And you've had a busy week. You got 4 games on the slate this week to close out the regular season, and we still have to talk about the game that closed out last week. So let's just start with the South Range game. It was a big win for you guys, a matchup between two teams that have kind of regional aspirations when they look at what they can do in the tournament. What do you see in that game, and what did it take to come away with the win?
Honestly, two really good teams, and somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, but it doesn't take away from either team. I mean, they are an excellent program. I feel we are a very strong program as well. And we were just fortunate to have a few things go our way down the stretch. We did a good job at the free throw line. Both teams went to the free throw line a ton that game, a lot of fouls called, very physical game. But like I said, we were able just to make a few more down the stretch and pull away. And Jackie hit a big three at the end of the third quarter, which I felt could have been a turning point for the game in our favor. But again, it could have gone either way, and they didn't go away as we knew they wouldn't be. And that's why we respect them so much, that we know where they're going to give us 4 quarters.
It absolutely was a big way to end the third. South Range led for most of the game up to that point. Mary Brandt hits a 3 to put you guys up 1, and then Jackie Grisdale hits a 3 at the buzzer to put you guys up by 4 at the end of 3. Ending a quarter like that, what does that do for the rest of the momentum going forward?
Well, it's a mood swing for us. It's a big boost. Everybody's jacked up, jumping around, and for them, you can see it on the film. You watch them on the film. Heads are down, walking off the floor. I mean, that's a big blow. So that's, like I said, just a big momentum swing, and we were fortunate enough to have it happen to us, but we still had to play a full fourth quarter. That didn't win us the game by any means, and we knew they were still going to come at us. It just gave us a little bit more confidence going forward that, hey, we can play with this team.
Talk real quick about what you've seen this week. You've played a couple games in the NE8 trying to finish up league play. What have you seen from your team in the couple weeks?
Heart. I mean, they're not getting very much rest. I mean, we're playing and trying to pick up a game here or there to fill our schedule, and it's a quick, one-day prep. Sometimes it's back-to-back games, but our kids, they got a lot of heart. They got a lot of pride. And they believe in each other in this program, and it shows every day because, they bring it every day. I don't have to push them for any effort. They do what they're supposed to do, and we're successful because of it. They want to be here, and, they crave the opportunity to get on that floor against another team.
I think this is the second week in a row where we have people trying to get onto your coach's corner. You're a popular person.
Hey, man, what can I say? It's this new deodorant I got. Everybody wants to be around me.
On this, I'm going to see who we got here. I think it's your captains.
It's a good group.
And we're gonna let them all on here. I don't know if I should, but Coach Blanch has given me the approval to let you guys on this coach's corner. Guys, how are you all doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
We're looking forward to talking to each. We have the Poland captains breaking into Coach Blanch's coach's corner. We got Ella Harrell, Jackie Grisdale, Liz Herdman, and Morgan Kluchar. Guys, let's get the elephant out of the room. There were certain members of the media that picked South Range to win last Thursday. I won't name names.
There was a lot of them. Don't worry.
You guys don't get the opportunity to play the underdog too much, but did you kind of feel like going into that game, people were kind of doubting Poland and you wanted to kind of send a message? Let's start with Jackie, and then we'll just go down the line.
Yeah, I mean, in every game, there's the people that are expected to win and the people that are expected to lose. It's just how things happen. So we always say that we're going to want to be the winner, but we're going to do whatever it takes to get to that point. No matter what people are talking about on the outside, we focus on what we're doing inside, and we know that if we take care of business, we're going to come out with a win. So.
Someone take next. Let's go.
I'll go.
Pick up, guys.
Yeah, it was kind of
not funny going into it, but it was just interesting that like that's automatically what people would assume, because it's not like we had played each other this year yet and people were already making assumptions. So it was nice because it kind of added a little bit of fuel to our fire, and it was good motivation for us to go into the game and prove what we knew we could do to ourselves, but to prove it to everyone else there as well.
Yeah, I thought it was good because I thought like after the more of the excitement that we had, because we knew going into it how much like not how much, but how we were a little bit of the underdog. So the excitement after was a lot more. It was a lot of fun.
I think it took some pressure off of us knowing that we weren't favored, but it also, like Ella said, fueled our fire, and we knew that like we could show everybody like that we were going to win.
When you guys won against Struthers, you gave Coach Blanch his 200th career victory at Poland. I saw the celebration in the locker room. What was that moment like for you guys as captains and you guys as a team to kind of get that win for your coach?
It was very wet, for sure.
Very wet.
It was a lot of fun to be able to be there and celebrate something with him, especially since all of us are upperclassmen. We've been with him for so many years, and even when we were younger in middle school, just like the legacy of the program, knowing what it was capable of, it was really cool to hit that milestone with him, and just to be able to support him after all the support he's given us.
Yeah, he works so hard. Like, he talks about how much I'm in the gym. He's double how much I am. So, like, just seeing all that hard work pay off. I know that every time we do something well, he's the first person to say congrats, whether it's in basketball or it's in something else we've accomplished. And so just to have that special moment to finally get him that 200, that was really, really fun.
It was really cool because obviously we weren't all part of all 200 wins, but to be there on the 200th, it was really cool to see. And we were also excited for him as well as excited for each other. It was just a really good game all around. And the celebration after just made the night.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was good to return the favor. Like Jackie said, I know he's always excited for us, so it was good to give it back to him.
Coach, from your perspective, what was that moment like to share that with your team and to be able to have that moment with the Poland family?
Oh, it was the best. I mean, really coming into it, like, that was the one thing people asked. They're like, were you mad they got you with water? I said, heck no, we had fun. That's what we do. I mean, it was just their moment to do that to me, and I'll take it any time. You know, I mean, it was fun. We do so many things, and these kids get pushed so hard, and I know what I expect from them and on a daily basis, and we need moments like that. So if that's the way it had to shake out, that's fine, but that was not our focal point of the night. It was Struthers. But afterwards, once it happened, do whatever you want. You know, the sign was tucked away in Coach Grisdale's bag. I didn't even know it was there. Signs as big as the gym floor and tucked away in her bag, ready to go. And everybody was so excited. And like I said, it was just really special. It's that family chemistry we have. And I was just grateful to be appreciated. Like I said, it was nice. I know these kids care about each other. They care about their coaches. But to celebrate that with them and overcome all the things we've overcome over the years, from winning 4 to 6 games a year to now building up our program to where it is and have that milestone victory. It meant a great deal to me. Very, very sentimental moment.
I think my favorite part was watching how hard it was to have the girls stay quiet before you got into the locker room, because they were just so excited to get you.
Yeah, I saw that too, how they were trying to arrange and be quiet. And the other one, too, was the Coach Ken Grisdale sneaking in behind and cheering and all happy. He wasn't so happy when he got hit with the water, so I got to talk to him about that. You know, he's over there laughing at me behind the background. So, yeah, I saw a few interesting things on there. But I did feel bad, though, for my coaches, because I went to go give them a group hug, and I thought I almost took out pretty good. Kim almost hit the floor on that one, so I was glad she has strong ACLs and everything and nothing crazy happened, because I think I hit her a little too hard. But overall, great moment, something we'll all remember, you know, for years to come.
Jackie, you broke the three-point record this week with, I believe, 10 three-pointers in the game, and you broke your mom's record. What was that moment like for you and trying to get that?
It was special. Obviously, like getting out to a fast start against Girard, that was our main goal. So just having the ability to hit some threes at the beginning got us off to that fast start. And then if you're feeling it, you're feeling it. I luckily had the hot hand that day. So I mean, I took it, saw what I could do with it. I know Coach Blanch was joking that my mom was like, sub her out once I hit like 7. But luckily he didn't, and I had the possibility to hit a few more. So, but I really think, like, looking back and with looking at stats and stuff, at least half of them were off of passes and off of screens, things like that. So it really wouldn't have been possible without my teammates around me. And I know that's just like that makes me happy every time I hit one, because I just know it brought all of us together, and it just like shows all of our hard work in one. So it was exciting though, especially I gave her a few jabs on the way home.
Yeah, and the other captains, I mean, Jackie said it, a lot of her points come off of things that people don't see if they're not watching the game. What does it mean for you guys as a team to kind of see players like Jackie reach milestones like that?
At least for me, I think, because I know for Jackie specifically, the 3 of us have been together for so long, and there's been a lot of us, but it's just ended up the 3 of us. So it's really cool to see like one of us hit something like that and to be able to be a part of it with her, since we've been together for so long.
Yeah, it's really special seeing that. Honestly, we're such a family that anyone hitting a milestone is like so exciting to all of us. Even if it doesn't pertain specifically to us, we just all get so excited for each other no matter what, and it's just really cool to see how we bonded.
And to add on to that, Jackie's worked so hard her entire life, especially the past 4 years, to see those milestones come to her, and for her to be able to kind of get reward for all of her hard work has been so cool to experience with her. And it's also cool to be at the high school and on a team with someone who's a record breaker, because sometimes you come into the locker room and you see all the names and it's like, wow, I wonder what that person was like. But we get to, like, we actually play with a record breaker, which is really cool to be able to say that, you know, one of those people who left a lasting impact on the program.
Coach Blanch, you've told us before, you don't let the team vote on captains. You pick them yourself based on how you feel was best for the team and how you feel that the players would step up as leaders. When you look at these captains that you have on this coach's corner, what stuck out to you and what went in, what made you so comfortable making these 4 the captains of your team?
I see what they do on the floor. I see what they do off the floor. They take their studies serious. They take their work ethic on the floor serious. They lead by example. They're not going to tell you what to do and then not go out there and do it themselves. So coming into this season, we needed great leadership more than any year I've ever coached because of all the catastrophe going on with COVID. And we could not just sit back and not do anything. So we came up with a virtual program together and did that. And like I said, I trusted these 4. 3 seniors, and I don't believe that every senior is a captain. Some people just do their seniors just to make it easy. I don't believe in that. But these 3, I knew what they've done over the years, and Morgan being a 2-year starter, going to be a 3-year starter with the experience she's had. She leads by example as well. She works very hard. Every year she's gotten better and more mature. I felt very strongly about what they do. And so then I just said, this is what we're going to do. And like I said, it's not always the popular choice, but I don't care because, like I said, I know what they bring to the table. So I was very confident in them leading, and I knew whatever they were asking of their peers, they would do themselves, 2 times over again. So, and they did, and it's we're having the season we are because of those 4 right there and the leadership they provide on a daily basis.
Morgan, I want to shine the light on you for a minute because you're not a senior, but I think the NE8 kind of feels like you are because you've been a part of this team for so long. You're a 3rd-year starter. What's it mean to you to kind of be a part of the captains and join these seniors as a captain on this team?
It's a very special thing because these 3 seniors are just so special, and they provide so much leadership, things that I can take for next year when they're gone and things that I can pass down. And it's just really cool to get to be a captain with them and experience the things that we're experiencing.
Our seniors, what's it like to kind of go through this season knowing that it's the last time you're going to do it, and you try to take every moment with a little bit more grace?
I don't want to say it's scary, but in a way, especially with tournament coming up, like, you know that it could be the end. So I think it just adds fuel to like, I guess fuel to our fire. Again, I'm saying that again, but it really does. You know, it's so weird being a senior because it sneaks up on you, and all of a sudden it's like everything is your last time, or like there's so many first last games, so many like, you know, first last game on the floor or something. So I think, especially with this season with COVID, just the uncertainty, I think we've really, speaking on behalf of all of us, I think that we've all really come to learn to appreciate every single second we have with our team, even practices, because we know we're seniors and it's going to end soon, and B, it could be taken away at any moment because of COVID.
Yeah. I know, like, Ella talked on how much we appreciate each moment this year. I think, like, as a senior, I've started looking back to the past 3 years, too, and, like, just the memories just come back, and it's like, wow, like, I didn't even realize that was, like, happening, but looking back, like, I appreciate it even more, and I'm trying to use things, I know all of us are, trying to use the things that we learned those past years and make them into things that we can incorporate into the team this year so that we can hopefully like make them last for even longer and show the younger kids what we experienced as freshmen and hopefully give them the same or better experience as their freshman and sophomore years and as they go on too.
Yeah, I think like what both they said, I think every time we're there, we just try to make the most of it and make every moment last. And I think it's going to be fun after we graduate to come back and see the younger girls continue what we started or what we got from the older girls. Because I know we all like had so much fun our past years and this year too. Just to see them continue everything is going to be a lot of fun.
And that's
you guys lost.
They're gonna.
Okay, you can go, Blanch.
No, I was just going to say though, the best part of it all for them is it isn't going to be the wins and losses. It's the friendships that they have. And that's the most special part for me, is to see kids that stay in contact with the underclassmen, stay in contact with their classmates years down the road. And they're still the best of friends, you know, and stay in contact, reach out to one another. And that came from this basketball program, you know, and that's what's more special to me than anything. I mean, they'll be able to tell you funny things that happen in the locker room or stories or, you know, 200th win celebration, and that'll bring smiles and just laughs to everybody. And that's what this is all about. So, you know, and these four are going to be no different. I can't wait to see them back and cheering on their younger teammates and the successes that they're going to have while our younger kids and coaches follow them along their journeys down the road. So it's just very important to everybody in the program, and that's what makes us special.
You guys haven't lost since the first game of the season. I'm going to pull Ella Harrell out of the bag and say, that first game, did that put fuel into your fire and make you kind of really take those next couple weeks in the season very seriously and then build momentum to where you are now?
I think at first it scared us a little bit because, you know, going into your first game, obviously you're not thinking of losing. You're going in, we're going to win this. And I think we got caught by surprise a little bit, you know, and it just kind of, not that we weren't ready, I think we were playing a little nervous. So at first, I think we were a little discouraged, but the next day at practice, Coach had a really good talk with us, and he said, you know, we didn't lose because we weren't playing hard. Like, we didn't lose because we didn't have good effort. We lost because it just didn't fall our way, and we were beating ourselves with our shots, you know, rushing stuff on offense or just not quite rotating fast enough on defense. It wasn't necessarily that we weren't giving it our 100%. So I think after that practice, we were like, okay, you know, we're fine. It's just we have to figure out how to put these pieces together. And it also was like a reality check. Like, we're not the same team we were last year. We can't do the same stuff. We have to figure out how to be our own team and how to make this season work for us and not necessarily expect it to look the exact same as it has in past years. So once we got through that practice and once, you know, got over that little speed bump, I think we found our pace and we found how to play with each other, and we kind of found our rhythm and how the game is going to play out for us.
Yeah, a lot of factors leading up to that game were just a lot different than what we'd experienced in the past. Our off season was all through Zooms. Our practices, we had multiple people quarantined and coaches, and we couldn't really all get together, and not to make excuses, but just the way it happened, it was just so different. And we got used to that after that first loss. We were able to watch film, see what we did wrong, take advantage of that loss, and really use it to our advantage and find the things that we needed to fix.
I think it was good for us to like maybe have that first loss just so we can see and learn from it, because I know years past we haven't had haven't had many like that. And how Ella said, like, every year is different. We needed something like that to show us that we can't base off years in the past. We have to find our own rhythm and find our own team in between who we have now and not who we had in the years past. So I think that helped us grow a lot and start to figure out what we need to do.
Yeah, I think the COVID schedule, like how it fluctuates so much, I think that actually ended up helping us a little bit because we got to play a lot of different teams that we really didn't know a ton about at the beginning of the season, like Norton and Indian Creek. And I think sometimes when you get so used to playing the same teams over and over again, whether it's the teams in our league or a team like Salem that we've seen almost every year, you just get like kind of just in that motion where it's like, oh, we know all these players. You almost know them too well. And so I think getting the opportunity to play some other teams, I think that really ended up helping us and just gave us a different challenge in a different way. And I think that helped a lot.
Coach, from your perspective, what was it like seeing this team kind of find their own identity, as some of them said, after that first loss and then run with it for the rest of the season?
It's exciting. That's what we're here for, to see us make growth and make progress as we go. I'm never upset after a loss unless we didn't give it our best. I mean, we're going to play hard, and as long as we do that, sometimes it falls your way and sometimes it doesn't, but it doesn't make or break your season. It's just a little adversity along the way. Even when we win some games, there's some things that we didn't do very well, but I just appreciate how we could have tucked our head. We went and played a very good Norton team right next. They were available, so I took them. I mean, and right now they're like 18-2, 18-3, whatever they are. I mean, they played Laurel the other day and lost, but I mean, again, Laurel's #1 in the state. So, I mean, these aren't slouches we were picking up. Indian Creek, again, they're ranked in the top 25 in the state. I mean, they have 2 losses on the year. I mean, and we're going to their place. We just wanted to play. And I just kept challenging the kids, and we didn't know a whole lot about these teams, but we knew about ourselves. So as long as we take care of ourselves and do what we're supposed to do, you know, let the chips fly and see what happens. And so far we've been fortunate enough to be successful. And but like I said, doesn't make or break us with a loss. I mean, I still think this is a great group. They've given me everything they could possibly give. And as a coach, that's all you ask for. So you win some, you lose some, but at the end of the day, it's been a great experience. And I'm just appreciative of every day we have together.
And before we let you all go, you guys have all talked about the moments this year and how you have to treasure them a little bit more because they can be taken away, and you have to be grateful for every moment on the floor. What have been some of your favorite moments this season so far in this team, whether it be in a practice or in a game?
Good luck going first.
Why don't you go first, Coach?
My favorite experience?
Yeah.
Oh, it's easy. The 200th win. I mean, we literally got to wreck somebody else's locker room and not get in trouble for it. That was awesome. I mean, I felt so bad. I went and found the custodian, and he was great about it. It was just like, yeah, I know all about it. He's like, no problem. We're going to bring a wet mop, take care of it. I mean, it got destroyed. Everybody filled their water bottles up. We had a cooler. I mean, they had cement in there. I mean, and it was a party, and everybody just got everything, and ceiling tiles were totally soaked. I mean, it was a fun experience. And like I said, I was just happy to be a part of it, and it was able to happen with this group before they graduate. But no doubt about it, that was at the top of it. Regardless of the win total, it was just the party and somebody else's house that they had to clean up. And thankful for Struthers for being such good hosts for us, because they let us do it and they were fine with it.
Okay, surprisingly, I have a favorite first. This is like totally new for me. I can never pick favorites. But I think overall, I think the champion game was one of my favorites, not only because that was one of my like milestone games, but also just I think our team was just all together in that game. And I know at the end of the game, some younger kids got in, and I have never screamed louder than I did when like Popey scored a free throw and like Nadia scored at that game, I think too, and Allie. And that was just so fun because not only was I excited for them, everyone was jumping and screaming so loud for them. So I think overall that game just showed how much of a family we are, and it was just obviously like an exciting one for all of us. So
I'm going to agree with Jackie with the champion game. There was just the best energy in that game, and I almost wish it had been a tournament game because we were so hyped and it was so amazing, but it was just a regular season game, and it felt like it should have been like we won the district or something. I don't know. It was just because of that energy, you know, we were all so excited for each other. So I really liked that game because it was it really felt like we reached our potential in terms of cheering each other on and really playing for each other. So I think that's why the champion game has been my favorite so far.
I would say for me, mine's not really specific, but I would just say practices in general, like every day, because I know like we've been online for a while and then we just been getting back to school, being able to go to practice every day and see everyone, because not everyone's in school, some people online. I would just say in general, being able to go to practice every day and hang out with them is just like my favorite.
Yeah, I would agree. I would just say anytime we're together, anytime we can get together in those free times, like after games, maybe go to eat, things like that. Try to get everyone together because we're all such close friends that we need those moments to translate to basketball too, so our relationships grow stronger and we know each other. And it's just really fun whenever we get together. So I say anytime.
All right, Coach, you have one more game in the regular season against South Range down there this time. Preview that game and maybe some changes we might see between game 1 and game 2.
The biggest change is going to be we're going to come out from the tip and believe in ourselves, and we're not going to give the credit to other people. Like, we respect them, but we're not going to give them so much respect that we create doubt for ourselves. And like I said, 2 good programs, both going to have good tournament runs, hopefully. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose, but it doesn't take away from the quality of each program. But like I said, the utmost respect towards them, and I'm just looking forward to it. And hopefully we do a better job than we did the first time out of the gates. And I really feel confident that we will. We had a great practice today. Morale's up. And like I said, we're looking at this as a tournament preview. There's no JV game. So you get off the bus, you go in there, you stretch, you do your pregame talk, and you play the game right out of it, just like we're going into. And there's nobody I'd rather play than South Range, and I'm sure they feel the same way because we know we're going to give each other a physical but yet clean basketball game, and we're both going to get each other ready for what lies on the road ahead. So looking forward to it and very excited for it.
Guys, you have any last thoughts on the last game of the year and what to expect?
I'm just excited for us to all get out there and play to get our energy out and just, leave it all on the floor. Especially, exciting this time of year, just like Coach said, kind of a tournament preview.
Just excited. Can't believe it's already our last game. Didn't think this would ever come, but just excited to play.
Yeah, we want the momentum heading in a tournament, so a good game, exciting game, get those tournament nerves out a little bit, see what happens, and just go out and have fun. That's the most important thing.
Definitely all ready.
All right, guys, thank you so much for jumping on Coach Blanch's Coach's Corner. Coach, we'll good luck the rest of the week, and we'll talk to you again next week for episode 7.
Hey, thanks for doing this and always for the support of our program, Anthony. We all appreciate it, and for you to put this on and let our captains talk a little bit, we really appreciate that and the support YSN and yourself gives us every year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anthony.
Yeah.